For the start of his first trip abroad, President Biden looked like he'd flown right home again. But he'd chosen an audience of US military in Suffolk to send this clear message to the West and its rivals.
At every point along the way, we're going to make it clear that the United States is back and democracies of the world are standing together to tackle the toughest challenges and the issues that matter most to our future. That we're committed to leading with strength, defending our values, and delivering for our people.
It's taken the president 7 months to get out of America, but the same threat that's kept him at home will preoccupy him here. He's brought with him a promise to fund hundreds of millions of COVID vaccines worldwide. America will lead the free world again, say officials, tackling what they call the 3 Cs: COVID, climate change and China. Ahead of the weekend's G7 summit, the president meets Britain's Prime Minister, who spent the day highlighting the UK's efforts to reverse climate change and talking about a 4th C, Cornwall.
What we're looking at is making sure that we have a new treaty on pandemics, working to that, building back greener, building back better, which is why we're looking at what's going on here in Cornwall with all the green technology. But also talking about the values we have in common, everything we want to do together. There's a huge agenda.
There are points of friction between President and Prime Minister, Northern Ireland in particular. But observers say there's too much at stake to let any of that get between them.
This speaks well of Britain, really a leading role, and that everyone is realizing that this is a pivotal moment where we can either be working together to ensure that the future is not along the lines of China and Russia. And if we don't work together, then there's all likelihood that the world will look very different in 10, 15, 20 years.
Face-to-face diplomacy is back, first for the Prime Minister and President, then all G7 leaders meeting together. A lot has changed, though, since they last met. COVID, worsening climate change, the rise of China. It'll take unity and determination for the West to meet those challenges head-on. The President has come with a rallying cry to the West's richest nations. If they fail to act, rivals and autocrats are waiting in the wings. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News, Falmouth.